Well, I want to welcome everyone to the 2021 Arbor Day celebration. Not much of a crowd for a celebration, but we are celebrating the fact that here in one of the city's properties, we have planted 4 trees of various species. And also want to share those who are with me right here, our new director for Arts, Parks and Recreation, Catherine Ann Jordan, and the Deputy Service Safety Director, Andrew Chickey. We're standing on, a small portion of a 10-acre parcel that the city acquired some time ago, and it was really the citizens of Athens in this neighborhood of Oakmont that said, can something be placed here? Because it was just a grassy area, and we started thinking that we should start to plant some trees here. Office of the Mayor Proclamation. Whereas in 1872, the Nebraska Board of Agriculture established a special day be set aside for the planting of trees. And whereas this holiday, called Arbor Day, was first observed by planting more than 1 million trees in Nebraska. And whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas trees can be a solution to combating climate change by reducing the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cutting heating and cooling costs, moderating the temperature, cleaning the air, providing life-giving oxygen, and providing habitat for wildlife. And whereas the trees are a renewable source, giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas the trees in our city increase property values, enhance economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. And whereas on Friday, November 12th, 2021, the City of Athens Arbor Day celebration will be held right here in Oakmont Pocket Park for a tree planting ceremony. Now, therefore, I, Steve Patterson, the Mayor of the City of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim November 12th, 2021 as Arbor Day in our city, and I urge all citizens to observe this day and support efforts to protect our trees, our woodlands, and plant trees to gladden the heart and promote the well-being of this and future generations.
First off, I'm so excited to be a part of a community that cares so much about our environment and sustainability and the well-being of our community. And we will be planting more trees, 30 to 40, I can't quite remember off the top of my head, at West State Street Park as well, next week, beginning next week, I believe. So we're excited to continue planting trees around the city and facilitating health and well-being for all.
Some people might be confused why we're planting trees in the fall as the leaves are coming down when Arbor Day traditionally is in the spring, and our tradition here in Athens, we believe in planting trees anytime that we can. One of the best times to plant trees is in the fall. We want to give our trees the best chance at survival that we can, and we tend to plant only native species to Ohio, with very few exceptions. And again, it's part of our sustainability practices in the city. And one of those sustainability practices that we're putting into practice is with the riparian area behind the community center. There's a large section of land that's been owned by the university as part of the river rechannelization. But over time, that property has become overgrown with invasive species, invasive trees, privet, bush honeysuckle, all sorts of things that have really overtaken that space. And our intention in the next several months is to take out as many of those invasives as we can, and then start the very hard, long work of reestablishing native species in that space to make it a viable place for our wildlife, for the river channel itself to be a better conduit for stormwater runoff and being a buffer for that. So there's a lot of benefit that we're super excited about with that project to make that an enjoyable space for us as humans, but also for plant and wildlife in our area.